Esteemed jury members and organizers and fellow participants, thank you for giving this opportunity, sir, to present my case on behalf of Andhra Pradesh Police Department, sir. So, when the new government is formed in Andhra Pradesh, they gave a mandate to the police department that accountability and transparency should be there in police department, sir. Accordingly, we brought this technology intervention into the police department. So everybody knows that when COVID-19 outbreak was announced, nobody knows about it, and the awareness on the COVID-19 is also minimal in the month of March. And government suddenly imposed the restrictions and they enforced the lockdown. This is an forcible lockdown on all the public. So we didn't announce anything. They don't know about the lockdown and they don't know about the consequences of the COVID-19 in the month of March. Now, because of this, we got so many issues, sir. So, in the state of AP, we have almost 256 checkposts, so which are interstate checkpost and inter-district checkpost. So, when we impose lockdown, people started moving from one place to another place. So, because of strict implementation at the checkpost, people start confronting the police department. They started allegations on the police department. They are unnecessarily stopping the public and they don't understand the pandemic situation. So we got so many confrontation issues, and they started they are abusing the police department. So we did a good work for the public. So those are the situations we got in the initial times. So we started in order to counter those allegations and to have an evidence. So we started implementation of this body worn cameras across all the checkposts in the state of AP, sir. So we have almost 256 checkposts. So every day we gave body worn cameras to all the checkposts to record the behavior of the public as well as the officer. So because the people are in distress, when they want to move from one place to another place, they are already in distress. So if our officer is curious about that, then they start creating further problems. Already we are in pandemic. To avoid that problems and to get accountability on the field officers as well as to record the behavior of the public, so we brought this body worn cameras technology into the police department, sir. And one more aspect, after new government is formed, they started special enforcement bureau to prevent the illegal sand transportation and illicit liquor into the Andhra Pradesh, sir. So to avoid that and to have a transparency on our police officers, we gave the body worn cameras when they are working at the checkpost. So we used to know that in AP, excise rates are very high and people are starting smuggling from other states to AP. And some of the officers are also helping for them. And to avoid that, we gave a body worn cameras and everything is recorded and we'll have a proper evidence for that. And automatically accountability comes on the officers and the people also start trusting the police department. So to have proper convictions and to have a proper evidence, we gave all these body worn cameras, sir. So in the month of March, we got so many confrontations from the public. After utilizing these body worn cameras, so we got better results and we got the trust from the public. And because we have an evidences, so we almost did very good work. So when we do a 99% better work, and if one incident goes wrong, then people start utilizing and blaming the police department. So social media, people are so active in social media. If some incident happens, they'll immediately troll us and they'll spread like anything. So to counter all those allegations, we want to have a proper evidence. So these are some sample images I'm showing on the screen. So people will wear the body worn cameras and they start the recording the behavior of the public. So at the same time, we have to impose the fines on the people those who are not wearing the mask. For that, we started imposement. So during this pandemic time, within the 6 months span, we almost imposed 40 lakhs chalanas for not wearing the mask. To make the pedestrian movement and vehicular movement minimal, we started imposing the chalanas. Even for that also, we started the confrontation. So to avoid that, we used the body worn cameras to record the evidences and to make them to know what they did. So people simply do the allegation and will simply say that you are unnecessarily imposing the fines and you are unnecessarily doing enforcement. So to avoid all those allegations, we wanted to have an evidence. So that's what we did, and because of that, we got so many benefits. So it has become a very real-time policing. So at a state level headquarters, the senior officers can able to see what is happening in the ground level. So the issued body worn cameras all are live streaming facility. So almost we gave a 1200 body worn cameras to all the units. So all checkposts are covered with body worn cameras. All important checkposts and all important places are covered with body worn cameras. All are having a live streaming facility. So at a state level, senior officers like DG sir and ADG LNO sir can able to see what is happening in the ground level. They can able to give the directions and instructions to the people, those who are at the ground level. So this body worn camera is very simple and compact, easy to carry. It has many features. So from control room, so if any officer wants to talk with any field officer, they can straight away contact. So we can able to see the live streaming of the person, what is doing at the particular check post. So if something goes wrong, we can immediately identify and we can speak to them directly. So if they are unable to control the situation at a particular place, they can simply raise an SOS facility. Then we can easily assess the situation. What is the exact situation at that check post? They have a facility called SOS facility. The officer is unable to handle the crowd at the check post. They can raise an SOS. Immediately, our officers will alert and they will send some more force to that place. And we have a web application and mobile application. All unit level officers can able to see what is happening in their particular jurisdiction, and they can able to see their officers behavior. At the same time, at state level, we can see all the officers, all the field level officers video streaming, and accordingly we can work on it. So you can see the live sample images. We'll have a web application there. I can see all the live view of the cameras which are deployed in the field. On an average, we used to have 500 cameras per day. So we have 1200 cameras. 500 cameras are at important checkposts and places. We can able to see and continuously we can monitor, and accordingly we can control the land order situation. So you might have seen in newspapers that communal rights are going to start in AP. So people are start doing the allegations and creating nuisance in that AP, and we started using the recorded. We recorded the evidences. Once you start the recording and once you have the evidences, people will start. People won't do the nonsense, and we can able to identify the troublemongers. So that's what we are doing. So even by having this body worn camera, we can easily identify whether the officer is really available at that location or not. So we can able to track all the officers on the Google map. So whether the officer is an online or offline. So we can easily differentiate offline and online camera, and whether they are really deployed at a particular place or not, whether they are really working at the checkpost or not. All are geotagged and their live location will be tracked. We can able to see whether the person is really available at the checkpost or not, all staff is available or not. Everything can be monitored from what at one place. So no need to go to the ground level to see the to assess the situation. That's what the thing we did, and accordingly, COVID spread was minimized. Even containment zones also, we initially used to get a confrontation from the public. So when we start imposing in restrictions in the uh, containment zones, people start doing the allegations on the police department. Then when we start utilizing the body worn cameras and recording the evidences of the public, then they started in line with the police department, and they are obeying the instructions of the police department. That's what we did. And just by having the exact information about the ground reality and situation, we can contain the spread of the COVID-19. So you can see on the screen that how many officers are available, how many are offline condition, live tracking of each camera, live tracking of each and every officer and personnel on the field level, which helped a lot to minimize the spread of the COVID-19, as well as to to get the trust from the public. So because of all these initiatives, we got the so much respect and appreciation from the public. So this is a mobile application for the senior officers. So they can directly open from their mobile and they can see what is happening in the ground situation. So no need to contact special branch officers or something else. So they can directly see in their mobile and they can assess the situation. All important places are covered. All crime prone areas are covered. All important checkposts are also covered. They can able to see what is happening in the ground. So if they want to talk to anybody, they can directly make a phone call. Call facility is provided. They can able to record any video. So by having that evidence, definitely accountability and transparency will be there on the police officers. Thereby, the citizen and police services will also be improved. So these are the utilization statistics. There you can see on an average, we utilized almost 500 body worn cameras. So before deployment this body worn camera, we used to get so many problems. Accountability was not there on the police officer as well as the public is also, there is no recorded evidence. So because of all these things, we almost in 18 cases, we got conviction. So this has become an evidence-based policing. We used to have a proper evidence. Accordingly, conviction was also got for 18 cases. Even in liquor cases, we almost more than a 1 crore worth liquor was seized. So everything is properly recorded and evidence-based policing was done. If you don't have an evidence base, then our officers at the checkpost will do the wrongdoings. At the same time, the public will also try to escape from the clutches of the police department. In order to avoid all those problems, we gave this body worn camera because of these technology interventions. So almost 18 cases successfully convicted, as well as more than 1 crore what cases were what liquor was seized. So almost 5,000 vehicles were seized at the checkpost. So which are doing the sand transportation. So all these problems were avoided, and uh, so we want to implement. We want to utilize the utilization portion is now 50%. Though we have almost 1250 cameras, so now we want to improve the utilization. So we are already sensitized all the people how these things are useful. So when we do the enforcement, definitely people will do the confrontation. To avoid that, we should have a proper recorded evidence. So for that, we are doing all our officers, we are doing the sensitization on all our officers. So thereby will increase and will utilize more number of body worn cameras. So thereby we'll get better services, will provide better services to the citizens. So we can also get the trust from the public. Thank you.
Thank you. You know, this is a very innovative, application of the digital technology in combating the law, untoward incidents and taking care of the law and order situation. But where exactly these cameras are located physically, and does it ensure universal coverage of all the areas and the localities and the incidents, if any? Number two, that you see in border areas, okay, I understand that you are having this liquor thing, liquor checking and liquor seizing and all these things. But you see, if you have a camera, when the officer is aware that a camera is there, his behavior is well controlled. He knows that he is being watched. But citizens, they don't. So there is an inherent conflict in this. How do you resolve this?
Sir, first thing, sir. So almost in AP, we have more than 95% coverage by the Jio and Airtel. We don't have any signal problem. Even our body worn cameras is also having the Wi-Fi facility. Thereby, we can have a proper internet connectivity. We can live stream the data from any remote location to the centralized command control. So that's for the first question, sir. And the second one is, so when you record that is directly visible, sir, we'll keep it on our shirt and people can directly able to see whether the officer is recording or not. So when you start recording the evidence, definitely people will have some fear that they are going to have evidence and I'm going to be booked. So definitely they'll behave in a better way and they will ask it in a different manner, sir. Even our officers will also understand that I'm going to be monitored by the supervisory officers and my behavior will also be recorded. Definitely they will also be.
That's what I'm saying, that you see the officer is pretty well aware that his behavior being watched. Whereas the general population, when they move around, they behave as spontaneously they could. So, but there is a controlled behavior which is emanating from the officer, and who is being dealt with, he is unaware of this. So there is a kind of, I mean, if a person is aware that he is being watched or his behavior is being recorded, he will also behave properly. So how do you manage this situation of, non-synchronization of behavior?
See, actually, you are supposed to behave properly all the time, whether you are an officer, police officer, or public. You're not supposed to be making writing. So now the point is, if you're doing it, you are getting videotaped and somebody will prosecute you. That's probably it, isn't it?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So in India, we know that when somebody is watching, then you will be more vigilant. If nobody is watching, then people will be in a different manner. That's what the thing. And just we want to create an awareness that we are going to watch you, then you have to behave properly. That's what our motto.
That's well taken. Your technology is well placed in in terms of regulating behavior. But have you seen any improvement in terms of controlling the law and order situation measurable way
Yes,
by
sir.
application of this technology?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why? Because we can able to have the conviction, sir. So that is the first thing. And the second thing is, so generally rights will come when the people are in a larger numbers. So even in a recent times also, people started doing communal issues in AP. So when we start recording the evidences, people left away from the places and they don't want to create troubles, sir.
I have visited quite a few places in Andhra Pradesh, but I have not seen. Maybe I'm not fortunate enough. But thing is that I know as such the in the hinterland, stay in tribal areas, Paderu, Araku, and all these areas. These things are not working. I have not come across any. So, are you improving in these areas, especially bordering Orissa, Maharashtra, and all that?
Correct, sir. What you said is exactly correct, sir. We have almost 964 land order police stations in AP, sir. Out of 964, 23 police stations are non-feasible locations, sir, where we don't have a proper connectivity.
Yeah.
There we don't have much traffic, and people are also good. The tribal people, those are good at heart, and they don't do any wrongdoing, sir.
No, the one thing I just wonder, in the police academy, you have regular orientation courses for officers?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now see, with this technology which is put in place, because the behavior of the person is recorded, observed, and noted through a camera, that's okay. But any other way that the academy is trying to improve upon the behavior of the officials, right?
Yes, sir.
Without having this kind of watchdog kind of a thing.
Yes, sir. Slowly it will come over, sir. We already started sensitization programs to all the police station staff, and regularly DG sir is conducting video conferences with all the field staff officers and with all the police officers. So our behavior should be good. Then only relationship with public will improve.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I see it in COVID situation. It has been a wonderful thing that the police has been doing, very human way, but it should be sustained all the time, notwithstanding the COVID or any disaster situation. I think if you have a package of a training, special training, counseling, of the officers at the grassroots level rather than higher ups who deal day-to-day public, that will be go long. Would you agree with me?
Yes, sir. We agree with you, sir.
When did you get these cameras installed? Which year?
Ma'am, I didn't get him.
Yeah. When did you get the cameras, body cameras installed?
Ma'am, in the month of December we purchased, ma'am. So
This
after
year
this
only?
this year
Okay.
only.
So this is all fine. It will have a warranty period of 1 year or something?
Yes, ma'am. 2 years warranty period, ma'am.
2 years. So what is your plan for sustainability after 2 years?
Ma'am, we already started in-house training, ma'am. For every police station, we started training of one person, and we already trained them. They can able to handle the body-worn cameras as well as this web application and mobile application. At the state level, we have a technical services wing. We can able to handle the web application and mobile applications for
No, this
any
is
issues.
application. This is application. What happens to the camera? Because wear and tear is there, and since the police personnel will be wearing it, it will be the battery will go off, the machine will die off.
Ma'am, we have 2 years warranty and we have an additional batteries. Generally, we used to get problems in the batteries only. We don't get any problems in the equipment so far. And even
No,
our
that is
people
because
also.
it's only 9 months, so you will not get it. 2 years warranty means it will last at least 3 years. But Around 2 years, it will start giving problems. So how will you handle the logistics? Do you have a system in place, or have you planned a system so that if it starts going bad, what will you do? Battery is okay. You may be having spare battery. Somebody will issue a battery and put it. That anybody can do, like we do in the remote control or something. We do it. You don't need any training. But what happens if your Wi-Fi doesn't work, or if your camera doesn't work? There is a hardware fault. How will you
Ma'am,
handle that?
ma'am, for that we already started the gradual training, ma'am. We already identified, and the vendors have already trained our police personnel to handle the repairs. So our people are already trained, and they can handle the any repairs, and we can able
No,
to
no.
cope up with it.
You mean to say you have got in-house capability of repairing the equipment, the devices?
Yes, ma'am.
So you do keep a spare, you keep a spare warehouse,
Yes, ma'am.
the replacement and all that.
Ma'am, replacement in the sense, the minor issues, ma'am, generally, we already given instructions to all the field staff in such a way that you will be accountable if that device damages. So then the people will take care of it in a proper way, then we won't get a problems. Until unless you drop it on the floor, then we don't get any problem.
That is all right. That is all right. We all know that, but still our mobile phone after 3 years needs to be replaced,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
a police personnel, especially when he is handling riots, can't expect that his camera, the body camera will not fall down.
Ma'am,
These are real situation.
yeah,
To an
understood,
extent,
ma'am.
if there is a danga and he is fighting with somebody, the device may get damaged, and this is genuine. It's not
Yes,
his
yes,
fault.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am. We
so
understood,
what do
ma'am.
you plan?
We
No,
had a
what
strategic plan, ma'am.
huh. So
So just like,
can you please describe a little bit of that plan?
ma'am, for after every 2 years, we want to purchase 20% or 20% to 30% new cameras, ma'am.
Okay.
So like that, we plan for 5 more years. So by the time of 2 years, and we'll ready to purchase 20% to 30%, funds are already placed for that. So after 2 years, we may have problems for 10% to 20% body worn cameras, and those can be easily replaced after purchasing the new ones. So maybe after 1 more year, the situation will be continued, ma'am. That's what the strategic plan we had it, ma'am.
Okay, replacing them. Okay,
Replacing
fine,
them. If
fine,
it is
good.
minor repair, then we'll handle it. If it is a
Huh.
major repair, then we'll replace it, ma'am.
Understand. Fine. And what about the server, the central server, which is handling it?
Ma'am, we kept it at our AP Police headquarters, ma'am.
Not in a data center?
Only, ma'am. We have a dedicated data center for police department, ma'am. Type 3 data center. Recently, we got ISO certification for our data center also, ma'am.
Okay, so 24/7 operation is there.
Yes, ma'am. 24/7 operation is there. We have a dedicated staff for that.
Okay, fine. That's good. Fine, excellent.
And since the 24/7 operations, then how much the quantum of spontaneous action taken depending upon your monitoring?
So, sir, 500 to 1,000 will be the concurrent users.
All right. Okay.
Yes, at any point of time, maximum 500 users, sir.
All right. Any police officers have been identified with untoward behavior?
Yes, sir. Sir, we identified, sir. We identified, and action was initiated on them, sir.
All right. Okay. Now the question is that you don't have anything at the district or at the deputy commissioner or at the DG's level, deputy general police office. Is only centralized?
No, sir. We decentralized it, sir. So, respect to unit officer can able to see their own cameras in their jurisdiction. At a state level, we can see all the cameras.
All
so
right.
we already decentralized to have a better result, sir.
And the lowest level is district headquarters?
Lowest level is circle inspector, sir, or SHO. So for police station, we are having one. So that camera can be seen by that SHO.
There is a dedicated person who handles this and reports, and also a station for that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We for every unit, we have a dedicated staff to handle this. We already trained them, as well as for sub-divisional level, we have a staff for it.
It will be wonderful if you can get an annual report on the basis of these innovative methods. It will go a long way to share with others who would like to. All right.
Definitely.
Thank you. It's wonderful.
Especially those riots, infected areas. I mean, not infected, but places where more riots are taking in a regular basis. So,
right prone areas. But Andhra Pradesh, do you have
Riot
riot
prone
prone
areas.
areas?
No, sir, we don't have like that. But
So you are
recently,
separated from riots with Telangana. So
Yeah. But then this is a very good case study which can be used in other places where
absolutely,
because
absolutely.
of
You're right,
lack
man.
of evidence, the rioters are not being prosecuted.
No, the beauty of this thing is that
Huh.
a mechanism of monitoring and spontaneous action taking as at place now. So that's a wonderful thing. Thank you. Thank
More
you.
than
That's
that,
what.
more than that, because
Yeah.
the rioters are being videotaped, there is
Yeah.
evidence, and that evidence cannot be disputed.
That's